Hello. Welcome to Weltbet channel. By the quarterfinals, the alignment of the World Cup is relatively clear. Brazil is the clear favorite, chances of winning are 33% according to the FiveThirtyEight model, followed by 4 from Portugal, England, Argentina and France, chances are 12 to 14%, then the Netherlands, 7%, Croatia, 4%, and Morocco, 3%. We are looking closely at the quarterfinalists and summarizing the interim statistical results of the tournament in Qatar. Croatia, Brazil. Young and daring South Americans against aging but unyielding Croats. Everything is for the Brazilians, from the composition to the style of play that neutralizes the opponent. For the Croats, Modric, Kovacic, Brozovic, and Dejan Lovren. At this World Cup, the Brazilian national team is playing so inspirational. Coach Tito plays vertical football with a clear division into pure destroyers and an attack group that defends whenever possible. When the trident of MBK's midfield, Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic, hits Casemiro and Paqueta, Croatia will stand up. Marquinhos, Sandro and Danilo will work in the central zone according to the situation, simply cutting off the oxygen to Dalic's team. Well, it's not worth talking about the attack of the Europeans. Forecast for the match: Croatia will have a hard time opening the defense of the Brazilians, who will win easily. Netherlands, Argentina. Louis van Gaal's team has never lost at the World Cup in Qatar, and in the match with the USA, the legendary coach showed that his mind is still bright. The Americans were simply fooled and lured the whole game, and they were led to set traps. Argentina passed Australia, Messi scored again. And that's basically all you need to know. The Scaloni team is still playing the same football as at the beginning of the tournament, forcing the opponent to adjust to control and possession. Argentina is strong with Rodrigo de Paul, who alone tries to cover up the mistakes of the team in the build-up. Di Maria is a shadow of himself, Lautaro steals moments, Lisandro Martinez and Messi are trying to invent. All 3 goals conceded by the Argentines at this World Cup were obtained after mistakes, and annoying ones, and all 3 from frankly weak teams, Saudi Arabia and Australia. What will happen when the defense faces Gakpo and Memphis? Will it crack? To say that Argentina is the favorite in this match, and the tongue does not turn, there are too many shoals, too many problems in the center of the field and defense. These Netherlands will at least not lose in regular time. As a maximum, to the semifinals. Prediction for the match: the Netherlands is the real favorite and must pass Argentina. Morocco, Portugal. Each participant of the 1/8 finals of the World Cup wanted Morocco to be his rivals, and Spain was lucky to fly into the Africans on penalties. Next in line is the team of Walid Regragua, Portugal, which seems to have smashed the Swiss, and it seems to have received another charge of toxicity, leaving Ronaldo without a start. Everything is complicated here, and there are favorites, but only on paper. In the sense of Cristiano's Portugal is similar to Messi's Argentina. There are problems, and they are huge. There is no longer a player like Gonzalo Ramos in the European team, who overshadowed the entire match with Switzerland with his performance. Plus, no one expected such an open game from Fernando Santos and such a failure in defense from the Swiss. There is no need to worry about the defense of Morocco. Everything is in perfect order there. Morocco is obliged to pass this Portugal or at least not lose in the main time of the match, dragging the game until extra time, and then until the penalty shootout. Prediction for the match: if Portugal can break through Morocco, it will definitely miss in return, and then it's not far to the penalty shootout. England, France. 2 titans met at the stage of the 1/4 finals of the World Cup, and someone will go home, and someone will rush to victory at the tournament. One of the main favorites of the tournament is the French, who play cool, light football, reminding the quality and content of the game of the Brazilian national team. And the British will finally get to the match with the national team, which is not only not inferior to them, but much stronger. England reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup for the 10th time, but only managed to overcome this stage 3 times. France is racing at full speed to the World Cup final, and, to be honest, this England team should fall for several reasons. First, Mbappé. After a double against Poland, Kylian scored 9 goals at the World Championships. Until the age of 24, No one scored so much faster than him. And Pelé had the previous record, 7 goals. The second, Griezmann. His intelligence connects France in midfield and attack, and transfers from the center and constant shifts to the flank can only be compared with Leo Messi in Argentina. But unlike Lionel, Antoine smartly works out from behind and reads episodes. Antoine alone prevented the rapid start of the enemy's attacks in all matches at the World Cup and often drove the midfielders into conditions convenient for France, for example, into the flanks, where partners were already meeting. It will be difficult for England, because the flank defenders there are not the strongest in the world. Yes, the British have a young Bellingham, but he will not be able to do anything against the coordinated work of Griezmann and the supporters, the same Tchouaméni. It will simply disappear. Kane is not holding the best tournament. Southgate drove him too deep, and in the new reality he manifests himself as a player who accelerates attacks, but he is out of the race as the main contender for the golden boot of the tournament. France has conceded in all matches at this tournament. England looks strong, especially when the opponents are teams of the level of the USA, Wales, Senegal, and Iran. But in the upcoming match Mbappé will strengthen in the fact that he is awesome. The forecast for the match, Mbappe's benefit and the victory of the tricolor.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss our new videos.